Once upon a time,
I wish
in a far-off kingdom,
more than anything,
lived a
more
fair
than
lady,
life,
a sad young
more
lad,
than children.
I wish
and a childless baby.
more than life.
I wish
with his
more
wife,
than anything.
more than the moon.
I wish the king is giving a festival.
More than life. I wish
I wish to go to the festival.
more than riches. I wish my cow would give us a milk.
More than anything.
I wish we had a child.
I wish you'd give us a milk cream and cheese. I wish.
Go to the festival.
The poor girl's mother had died.
You Cinderella. But you Cinderella. But you should go to the festival. The festival. The king's festival.
And her father had taken for his new wife
The festival.
a woman with 2 daughters of her own.
Look at your nails, look at your dress. People would laugh at you nevertheless. She still wishing go to the festival and dance before the prince.
All 3 were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart. Jack, on the other hand, had no father. His mother,
I wish,
well, she was not quite beautiful.
I wish my son were not a fool. I wish the house was not a mess. I wish the cow were full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things. You foolish child! What in heaven's name are you doing with the cow inside the house?
A warm environment might be just what Milky White needs to produce his milk.
It's a she! How many times must I tell you? Only she's can give milk.
My kind of little girl. I wish. It's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. A loaf of bread, please. To bring my poor old hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please.
Cinderella's stepmother had a surprise for her.
I've emptied a pot of lentils into the ashes for you. If you will pick them out again in 2 hours' time, you shall go to the ball with us. And perhaps a sticky pond for
Birds in the sky, birds in the east, the leaves of the fields of the castles and halls.
and a few of those high sleep.
Down from the east of the leaves of the fields of the castles and halls.
Those please.
Birds lick the ashes, quick and peck but swiftly sink the ashes into the pot. Listen well, son. Milky White must be taken to market.
But mother, no, he's the best cow.
Was. She has been dry for a week. We have no food, no money, and no choice but to sell her while she can still command a price.
But Milky White is my best friend in the whole world.
Look at her. There are bugs on her dugs. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump big enough to be a hump.
But
Son, we've no time to sit and dither while her withers wither with her. And no one keeps a cow for a friend. Sometimes I fear you're touched.
Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to though. Into the woods, it's time, and so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expecting you. Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
you're certain of your way.
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor know what should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sorta hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
Don't stray and be late.
And save some of those sweets for Granny.
Into the woods and down the dell, half the street, I know it well. Into the woods and who can tell, just waiting on the journey. Into the woods to bring some bread to Granny who is sick in bed. Never can tell what lies ahead, for all that I know she's already dead. But into the woods, to grandmother's house and home before dark.
The leaves, the leaves of her fields of her cows and palms.
Are you really wearing that? Here I found a little tear, Cinderella, can't
least that is what he believed. He was eager to have a family of his own, and concerned that all efforts up until now had failed.
Who might that be?
Oh, we've sold our last loaf of bread.
It's the witch from next door.
We have no bread.
Of course you have no bread.
What do you wish?
It's not what I wish. It's what you wish. Nothing cooking in there now, is there?
The old enchantress told the couple that she had placed a spell on their house.
What spell?
In the past, when you were no more than a babe, your father brought his young wife and you to this cottage. They were a handsome couple, but not so handsome neighbors. You see, your mother was a child and she developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father what she wanted more than anything in the world was greens, and nothing but greens. Parsley, peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and bittercress, and lettuce. He said, all right, but it wasn't quite because I caught him in the yard in my garden one night. He was robbing me, raping me, rooting through my rutabaga, raining my arugula, and making up my raspberry, my champagne, my favorite, and I should have laid a spell on him right there. I could turn me to stone, or dumb, or chill. But I let him have the rip. I lots to spare, but in return, however, I said fair is fair. You can let me have the baby that your wife will bear. And we'll call it square.
I had a brother?
No, but you had a sister.
But the witch refused to tell him any more of his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel. She went on.
Could I be more than reasonable? That we might all live happily ever after? But how was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket? You see, when I inherited that garden, my mother had warned me that I were to be punished if I were to lose any